bitches, it's Jess and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, welcome to another trick and treats segment. Today we are doing something a little fancy. We are making a pumpkin patch cake, which I have seen on Instagram. Yeah, this picture here. And I really wanted to make it. This is kind of what inspired me to do the trick or treat baking segment. So, really simple one. It's just going to be a chocolate sponge. And it's more about the decoration with this one, so we'll go to ingredients just to give us a list of what we need. Okay, so the ingredients for this one are way more simple than my previous trick or treat baking project. All you're going to need is 8 ounces of self-raising flour, 8 ounces of butter or margarine as I'm using in this case, 8 ounces of caster sugar and 4 eggs. And because I'm making a chocolate cake for the pumpkin patch, you're just going to need some cocoa powder. I don't really measure this out, but it's just as much chocolatey goodness as you want. So let's get started. So this is a dead easy one. It's a recipe, well not a recipe, but ratios that my mum's always taught me. You either do, if you want to make like a smaller cake, you do increments of 8 ounces of your flour, sugar and butter or margarine and then 4 eggs. Or you do increments of 12 ounces of your butter, flour and sugar and 6 eggs. And 6 eggs. So I'm doing the 8, 8 and 4. So we're going to just get started. So what we do is get our 8 ounces of sugar, caster sugar, margarine. You can use butter, and I have used butter in the past, but I like to use stalk margarine because it's just easier to work with, it's softer. Oh, there's another poppy here. But yeah, it's softer and it just makes the cake nice and fluffy. And you basically just cream them together until they make like a little bit of a paste. I've been dying to make this cake ever since I saw that picture. I'm not too sure where it originated from on Instagram, but I will just say while I'm mixing this together, the little pumpkins on top, I believe, are strawberries. The little pumpkins on top of the cake are strawberries, and the way I interpreted it, because there was no ingredients or a recipe method on the post, is you cover your strawberries in white chocolate, and I have dyed the white chocolate orange to make it into little pumpkins. So I creamed the sugar and butter together, and then what we do is, little by little, add a bit of your flour and then an egg each time. So we are going to sift the flour so it doesn't create any lumps, because we don't want no lumps in our cake. No sir. So just a little bit at a time. And another egg. And so on. And some people do throw all the ingredients in at once, which isn't a bad thing. You just find that consistency can be a little bit off if you're trying to mix the butter, the sugar, the flour and everything in it all at one time. It just doesn't seem to work as well. And this is the way I've always been taught to do it. So we've got all our ingredients mixed in. We've got our little cake batter. So you could just leave that as if you want to make a Victoria sponge, or if you don't want any colour in the cake, or add some other flavourings. But this is going to be a chocolate cake, so we are going to add some cocoa powder. And I think I said this before, I don't really measure this. It goes in as much as I really feel like, because it's chocolate powder. It smells amazing, as always. But yeah, just put as much as you like in. Sift it in as well, just so, again, no lumps. Oopsie. Well, this is going to be a chocolatey cake. That must look good. I always hate this bit. It just looks really wrong on camera and it sounds wrong. But I'm just making cakes. So we got our good chocolatey dough, batter, cake mixture, whatever you want to call it. By the way, while we're here, these are the strawberries, which I have dipped in white chocolate, which I've dyed orange. So look on that camera, that'll be a bit better with the lighting. And I know it looks a bit messy. I'm kind of hoping that I can kind of fix it once it's done. If not, I do have a backup. I do have some fondant and some more orange dye. So if this fails, then I'm just going to make pumpkins out of fondant. But I just thought it was cute, and maybe I'll master it again one day. But yeah, I thought these were quite cute. So real quick, just going to grease this tin. It's a little square tin because I thought the pumpkin patch is quite deep as well, so it's going to take a bit longer than I would usually bake a cake. I did test this out a couple of nights ago just to see what it'd be like. It took about half an hour to 45 minutes, I think, in this kind of tin. But yeah, just to save yourself a bit of bother, instead of having to get a knife or a bit of kitchen towel, just take the foil, wrap it off your margarine or your butter. Just get inside the tin and just grease the sides, the top, the bottom even, sides and the bottom with your marge. And then I'm just going to get like a little bit of our flour, like a little dusting, although every time I do this I always throw half the bag in here, of just a little bit, that should be enough. And then just lightly dust the side of the tin. Just makes it a little bit easier. See? Just makes it a little bit easier when you're trying to get the cake out, even though the bottom will come out. Just stops it that risk of it sticking to the sides and then losing half your cake. The tin is prepped, we've got the batter, so we're just going to pour it in as best we can. Okay, so you can see a bit of it. Ooh, she's thick. She's going to be a thick cake. Don't do that, actually, no. I just realised, just looking chocolate off my hand, and I realised that it has raw egg, so don't do that. That's in the tin. There you go, and this is just a weird one that I've always seemed to do. You always like to bang your cake on the table, like that, just so all the air at the bottom comes out. I don't know if that works or not, that's just something I've always done. So, we're going to pop this in now. It's going to take about half an hour to 45 minutes. And that oven's quite hot, so it shouldn't take too long. So yeah, I think in the meantime, while I'm waiting for that to do, I will show you the buttercream. So, just having a bit of a tidy up there at the same time. So this one's dead easy. I'm doing it slightly different than I normally would, but I'll tell you how I would do it. So it just would be margarine, icing sugar, and then cocoa powder. But I accidentally poured most of the cocoa powder into the cake. So I did have a backup. I've got this naturally flavoured icing sugar and chocolate flavour. So we'll give that a go. It's a bit of a difference. I might add a bit of this in as well just in case. Yeah, but it's so easy to do. I think I'll do it in the big mixing bowl, but I don't think I'm going to need that much. We'll see. I guess there's better to have more than not enough. So again, I just eyeball this, there's no measurement to this. Mostly the margarine would be maybe about a quarter of a tub. This isn't healthy, by the way, I'm not going for healthy, so if you want a health cake, this probably isn't for you. And then we will go try this out. That smells like cake mix. But it's definitely icing. Okay, so add some of this in. Nope. Powder fountain, icing sugar fountain. Just tried a little bit. Doesn't taste bad. So that is the buttercream done. I think that will be enough. So I'm going to pop that in the fridge if I've got any more room. And then I'm just going to wait for the cake to bake. So I'll catch up with you in a bit. Hello again though, witches. It's the next day. The cake came out and I just needed to let it cool because then it would just be too hot to put any icing on. And it's come out fine. It's broken a little bit on the top, but I don't care. At least it's come out intact. So all we need to do now is cut it in half so I can put the buttercream in the middle. I just realised my cake cam wasn't on. But yeah, just with the cake cam's reference, we've cut the cake in half and we're going to put this nice icing on top. It's doing so well with the filming. Managed to be quite consistent in everything, I think, and now I'm just starting to trip up. I think it's because I'm a bit tired. See it, so in the middle. This looks and it smells quite rich and really chocolatey, which is good, but then I don't know if the extra layer of the glaze on top will be too much. But we shall see. So I'll do for the middle layer, and then we shall pop the top back on. Ooh, oh no, it snapped in the middle. It's fine, it's nothing we can't fix. So just going to slap a layer on the top, maybe around the sides. This looks quite thick and rich, and I think the extra glaze on top will just be a bit too much. So I'm gonna put the majority of this on the top, and then I'm kind of gonna create, I don't know if this is true in a pumpkin patch, but like little like rose lines like you would if you sow in seeds, maybe? If you grow pumpkins, let me know if this is what a pumpkin patch looks like, but this is what I'm going to try and go off. And there we go, we've got a fully iced chocolate cake. Definitely don't need the glaze, and it looks a bit more of a mud patch than a pumpkin patch, but I'm hoping this will help it out. So I don't know if you remember last night, I covered some strawberries in white chocolate and dyed the chocolate orange. So yeah, got them out of the fridge this morning and they did not look good. I couldn't carve them into any kind of shape, they just started to fall apart. The strawberries inside were mushy. So if anyone could tell me where I went wrong, that would be great. So I'd had a plan B because I thought this might not come to fruition. I have made some fondant pumpkins and I've covered them in orange dye for the pumpkins and then the green for the stalks. I'm just going to pop these all over. Hopefully they don't stick to the paper. Yeah. I love it. I love it. It's not exactly what I had envisioned when I got inspiration from that picture. I think I will try again, but I'm quite happy with that.
When we were young, our minds were getting faded. Did not appreciate all that they created. We're chasing after that witch's brew. Damn, 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 damn. Thinking more, but doing less. Keeping score, but failing at the test, y'all.
This is the final reveal. I've added some little pumpkin leaves and little vines on there just to make it look a bit more rustic. It looks nice from afar. But as you go in a little bit closer, it looks a bit messy. But I'm quite happy with it, and I think it's quite cute. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little journey of making a pumpkin patch cake, and I hope maybe you're inspired to do your own. But thank you very much for watching. See you later, guys. Bye. I really hope you enjoyed watching. I know it didn't turn out quite how I had planned, and I might do another one in the future, but for now, I'm done with baking. This has been like a 3-day challenge for me. Just to get it right, because I did start again a couple of times, but I'm quite happy with the outcome, and I'm going to go share this with my family because I don't want to eat any of it. I'm sick of chocolate and cake, cookies and baking. I think I'm going to try something savoury next time, and I've got a few ideas for that, but anyway. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this, please give this video a like, and if you want to see more of my Halloween hijinks, please subscribe to my channel. I love you guys so much. Thank you much for watching. Happy Halloween, and I'll see you